The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Да я как обычно. Вроде пока не менялся. Да, самое интересное. Реально. А как же мне лень, вот это вот все. Я пойду стримить Геншин. Ты со мной? Мне лень. Эй, не надо. Останься. Счастливо иду. Алло. Сейчас параллельно включаем музыку. А что ты? Ну, останься. Мне сейчас нужно понять, насколько хорошо слышно, типа, музыка на фоне, я говорю, и звук Генши. Вот. Сам я это проверить не смогу, поэтому проверьте вы. Кстати, музончик классный. А что так? С тобой комфортнее, когда ты рядышком. К сожалению, с ноута я чат видеть не буду, поэтому я телефон себе положил. А, да? Куда? Алло! У меня дела есть. Какие дела? Куда? Нет. Ясно. Останься.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
Не, если серьезно, то Вилла чем заняться. Не, если реально дела, то, конечно, иди. Типа, я будто тебя держать буду насильно. Вот. Найдется время, или если захочешь, там, зайдешь, посидишь. Например, съесть пончик сестры. О, да. Да есть сушки там, типа, погладить кошку. Ну, то есть только самые важные дела. Поморгать. О, да. Понедельник ли это, да? Понедельник это просто шутка. И почему мне понедельник должен чем-то помешать? Я днями дома сижу. Начнем с закрытия дейликов, потом пойдем по сюжеткам. Может, кто подключится. Ой, можно у меня отряд. Боже, отстань. Ладно. Ты на ком остановился? Я сейчас вот убью Глазбури, я покажу, на ком я остановился. Так. Задание легенд. Вот, типа, у меня начиная с Яймика. Вот, Аята, Елань, Кадзу, Хатигра, Рисайдна, Нилу, Нахида. Ну, это, короче, есть чем заняться, грубо говоря. Да. Вот. Поэтому как-то так. Сюжетку Сумеру я прошел. У меня там остался побочный квест, я так понимаю. Плюс 10 круток, плюс-минус. Я опять забыл сигнарий поменять. Что такое?
Shouldn't let your guard down. No time. Disappear. Here. Here. Worthless.
Дайте память, я хочу в Генш. Ну, я уже хз, сколько на телефон надо памяти. Последний раз, когда у меня был Генш на телефоне, надо было 20 гигабайт. Сходи в компьютерный клуб. Ну, в компьютерном клубе же надо платить постоянно. Поэтому хз. Хотя, я хз, что там по расценкам. За 3 часа. А если, допустим, каждый день ходить? Это сколько? 230. Ну, допустим, каждый день по 3 часа. Это сколько в месяц выйдет? Это где-то 7,5, да, в месяц? Что-то туплю. Ну, если, допустим, 10 дней, это будет 2500. Ну да, где-то 7,5 получается. Если прям каждый день на протяжении 30 дней ходить. Ну, а если хотя бы по несколько раз на неделю, то, в принципе, наверное, не так дорого. Вот за 3 часа игры. Так, можно я уберу Тигнари? У меня Тигнари стоял тут для квеста. У меня, вот, Юнька. Если каждый день скидка будет после недели. Видите, скидка. Ну так, ну вот, постоянно ходить. Если есть постоянная эта прибыль. Ну, какой-то доход, не знаю, деньги на обеды. Что у вас там еще может быть? Нету денег. Боже, купи деньги. Бесплатно питаешь шкили. Я тоже бесплатно питался в шкиле. В старой школе нормально кормили бесплатно, а в городской там бред. Типа, ну, я-то ел бесплатно в городской, а я просто был в афиге с тех, кто за эту еду еще и платит. Там бывают хорошие запчасти. А, ну тогда, типа, можно же закупиться и собрать свой комп из запчастей. Так, что у нас сейчас? 23 крутки. Ну, неплохо. Там есть ПК, но там что-то умерло и теперь не робит. Так посмотри, что умерло, и измени, что умерло. В чем проблема-то? У меня ощущение, что я что-то забыл. А, точно, можно ж пройти... Ух ты ж, ё. Завершилось. Ага. А это? Ага. Может, наверное, сейчас события пройти? События окончены. Понял. А я в нем даже не участвовал, ладно. Надо было играть, наверное. Я ивент не прошла. Ну вот я тоже не прошел. Можно сейчас вот этот ивент пройти, потом позакрывать задание легенд. Потому что тут дают гемы. Так, а что там в условиях? Что-то посмотрел. Так, пройдите испытание на обычном, на тяжелом, в режиме решимость, на эксперт. То есть, ну, достаточно просто пройти. Если там на 4 раза перепроходить, то что-то как-то не горю желанием. Обычка и забей. Вот, ну, я тоже думаю, чисто обычку пройти. Потому что, если там, ну... Что это такое? Да, красивая птица. Так. Решимость. Когда он получает бонус комментарного рамы. Да ладно, погнали обычный. Начать.
Rise. Your grand finale.
Tidal wave. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Orders given. Orders received. Life goes on.
Lament.
Черти.
Worthless.
Я так понимаю,
Worthless.
их надо поднимать. Но я и без них вон разношу. Так, что тут у нас? Ага. Так, награда, забрать. Дальше. Да, они прикольные. У тебя ешка перезарядилась?
Wheel of life. And step. Break a leg.
No time. Amateur mistake. Shouldn't let your guard down.
Life goes on.
Evil conquering. Worthless. Here. Worthless. Here. Worthless. Boring.
Эти. Случайно переключился.
Here. Here. Worthless. Here.
Сюда. Так. Гидра против Тартальи. То, что я люблю. Так. Что у меня по ДД персонажа? Я хз ГВ могу поставить. Реально хз. Ладно, фиг с ним. Пусть он останется. Там на одном сяо размотаю. Одиннадцать штук.
Rise.
Сейчас
Strike is one.
жестко бафаем Чичу.
Play. Play. Sacred name, fortune preserver.
Disappear. Worthless. Here. Worthless. Here.
Go. Observe your grand finale.
Слишком горячо. Что?
Boring. Lament. Here. Worthless. Here.
Что за ачивка? Без остановки пытайся заморозить. Вот, понял. Прикольно. Это кипяточек. Прикольно, так. Собрать. Так, еще это и это, и это. Окей, так. Погнали.
Another test subject.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Бля, я вижу, что у меня ульта есть. Нажимаю на ульту, она не работает. Потом вижу, что она в КД. Нормально. Ой, блядь, не в ту сторону.
Worthless. Here. Worthless. Useless.
Сюда. Так, собрать. Теперь это, погнали.
is one.
No time to lose. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
У меня Тарталья наносит много урона только за счет Юньки в отряде. Потому что сам по себе он вообще не вкачанный. Он наносит по 2-3 тысячи. А с Юнькой под 8-10. Даже скорее 9-11 тысяч. Вот. Просто Юнька очень хорошо вкачана. А я, кстати, короновал ее или нет, я не помню. По-моему, да. Вот, да. А, не, это я Сяо короновал. Вот. Мне вот здесь вот дособрать, и я ее короную. Вот я очень хочу ее короновать. Мне это... Убивать артефакты. Я не хочу прокачивать Сяо. Ой, Сяо, это... Тарталью. Просто... я очень долгое время играл с Тартальей. И он меня подзадолбал тем, что у него ешка 40 секунд кдэшится. Типа, без ешки он useless. Вот. Поэтому я не хочу его качать. Я выбил себе Хутао, выбил себе Сайна. И вот я, типа, буду прокачивать этих персонажей. И потом, когда их прокачаю, перейду на них и заброшу Сяо. Ой, Сяо, блядь, Тарталью. Вот. S1. Ну, S1 это выбивать надо, да и как бы особого желания нету. Выбивать этот S1. Типа, я помню то, что S1 сокращает КДЕшки, но... Ну, мне подзаебало, может. Типа, выкрутить удачу. Типа, ну, не хочу просто играть уже на Тартальи. Очень много на нем играю. Вон там еще Ризли выходит. Хочу его жестко замейнить. Блядь. Что за машина? Это трактор? Что за бульдозер? Он еще и стреляет. Вот, поэтому не хочу качать Тарталью. Я устал от его геймплея. Вот Сяо приятный. Сайна приятный. Вот его хочу прокачать. Еще это клешня Никиточки, да-да-да. Да-да-да. Хук Франко. Так. Сколько тут? Ля фига насыпала. Это на 2 крутки, да? На 3 крутки. Обалдеть. Сюда. Так, ну у меня там 20 долеги. То есть выйдет Ризли, я буду крутить. Может быть даже со стримом. Вот. 20 это... Вот, я кручу Ризли. И у меня еще 6... У меня там 50 на 50 идет. Вот. Поэтому тут хз получится или нет. Если не получится, то нужно идти наперед, то есть копить на следующий 90. А у меня Тартальи нету. Я Тартальи выиграл баннер. Я вот, когда только начинал играть в Genshin, я увидел Тарталью такой, зашел еще в тестовый забег. Думаю, блин, какой он прикольный. Он типа и лучник, и боец. Это одна из тех приколюшек в играх, которые я люблю. Что типа персонаж может сражаться как на ближнем бою, так и на дальнем. Вот. И типа выбил его себе с 50 на 50. Такой радовался. А сейчас уже что-то не в кайф. Так, божественная Кицуна. Погнали. Так. Кицуна, Феник. Вот. Погнали. Сейчас могу показать, какие у меня персонажи есть. Так. Что у меня есть? Ну, Тарталья Чичи понятно. Дед есть, я убивал его с 50 на 50, если я не ошибаюсь. Потом Хутао это... Ща. У меня было записано. Где оно? Вот, значит, Тарталью я выиграл, Хутао проиграл, Сяо забрал гарантом, Сайна я выиграл, баннер на Хида я проиграл, мне выпал Тигнарий, и Хутао забрал гарантом, вот. И сейчас у меня 50 на 50. Я там, получается, 2 баннера подряд выиграл. Это был Чун-Ли и потом Сайна. Вот, как-то так. То есть 3 из 5 баннеров я выиграл. Вот на Хиду вроде хотел, но не получилось с ней. И Хутао в первый раз хотел, но там выпала Чича вместо нее.
I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works with an original core concept and good story. These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. Most of the time, I can guess what the story is about just from the The only recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life. So much so that I'm almost wondering if maybe the author really has met all those yokai
с
before.
Рираном Кли. Это было ж давно. Я просто прям записываю, сколько у меня там всего. Фу, Геншин. Реально, фу, Геншин. Удобно.
The key to a successful light novel is having good illustrations. When to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artist you should commission for them. These are all key things to bear in mind. Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side, a bad illustration can ruin your novel, even if you have the best
Ну,
story
не
in the
сказал бы
world.
насчет плохой иллюстрации. Мне просто 2 раза Тарталья заскамил.
There's a saying that
Так, а
light
чё ты
novels are
гарантом его
essentially
не
a
забрал,
case of
если он
buy
заскамил?
out, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad most of the top artists have jam-packed schedules, so it's extremely difficult to commission
Еще и
them.
на малолетние девочки играть. В смысле на малолетние девочки? У меня путешественник сейчас тут. А играю я там на этом. На Сяо. И на Тарталии. Синтю и Барбара.
The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but it's
Вот, какая маленькая девочка, видишь? Взрослый парень. Кстати, эти Синтю и Шисман. Кстати, я вот в шортах видел, типа, просто посмотрите на соотношение ляшек и нижней части ноги, то есть, и где находится колено. Это так странно реально выглядит. То есть, колено как-то слишком низко. Не? То есть очень длинная часть бедра, и вот все, что ниже, оно покороче. То есть из-за этого колено слишком низко. И так не только у Тартальи, так и у Деда, вообще у других мужских персонажей. У женских такого нет, там нормально все.
I'll be honest, I read light novels for the cheap thrills.
Дешевый ощущение, как всегда.
In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc, usually involving a process of separation, loss. By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, where the protagonist is super strong. Right from the protagonist is a kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations, but also tea ceremony, painting, and calligraphy.
You know,
Я молчу про Ита.
Al Haytham's been made an
Насчет Ита. Где он? Ну да. Типа... Вот взять женские персонажи. Вот, типа, часть бедра и вот часть ноги. То есть, в принципе, нормально. Где еще? Вот Райден хороший пример тоже. Вот, типа, бедро и нижняя часть ноги. То есть, у них мышцы... Не, ну мышцы рук там тоже свое. А здесь, вот, ну просто очень длинные бедра и совсем чуть-чуть это... Там при том, что у Ита мышц нету почти, типа их не нарисовали. А вот у того же Аль-Хайтама оно все получше с этим. И при этом там еще были эти споры, типа какие-то, по поводу того, что мышц быть не должно или должно. Вот это вот все.
Why don't we go to the academia and ask around? We did a lot of preparations with Nilu. Hopefully they were helpful.
Ah, there you are. Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru.
Как же я обожаю ее озвучку. У нее такой классный голос.
Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author
Это
he's
квест
partnered
лисички,
with.
да, это квест лисички.
Junkichi's working through a creative lull at the moment, but all his past works have been very popular with young people. He's developed a distinct and enduringly popular style. Satomi is Yai Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different pen names. As for what those names are, well, that's a trade secret. They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks a first-hand guide to summoning spirits off its perch. So, feeling better about my plan now?
Uh-huh. It definitely...
Now then, tell me what you found out about readers' preferences. All very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action. More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction, we have to deliver a sense of...
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still one... For example, we know we need an original core concept, but
Before you can answer that question, you have to understand your target audience. Take a first-hand guide to summoning spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. It all comes down to the size of the information gap between author and reader. As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma. What is commonplace to you may be fresh and original to them.
Ну, конечно. Именно путешественник должен все придумывать.
right! So maybe we can take inspiration from our time in Mondstadt and Lilith. But that would make it a completely different genre than a first-hand guide to summoning.
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide some interesting ideas based on your travel, as long as the core content.
И там просто
is
рассказать
interesting.
сюжет
My
от Манштата
expertise
до Люэ, и
will be
все
able
это
to
в
flesh out
книгу.
the details.
Так мы пионерка комсомолка. Действительно. Блин, я хочу себе и Райден, и Мика. Они обе классные. Но у Мика просто очень классный и характер, и голос, вот, и внешность просто 10/10. Единственное, что мне она как игровой персонаж не очень нравится в плане механик. Вот, но это тоже, опять-таки, дело вкуса. Мне Райден в этом плане поприятнее будет.
Alright, let's start with chapter 1 then. What are you thinking?
За всякую хрень беремся? Ну, конечно. Так, возвратившись в другом мире встречи с летающей живой консервой. Так, отлично. Извините, Барт. Дракон Великое Приключение. Не, вот это точно захотят прочитать.
Never go for that. No matter how you try
Не
to
говорят ли
play.
кого-то заинтересует? Наоборот.
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9.
Как же она ее троллит. А я бы дала 9 из 10.
Is there really flying emergency food in other worlds?
Действительно,
How
у
does it
других
taste?
миров есть
And how do you cook it?
У нее на вкус. И как вы их готовите? Боже.
It's a strong opening,
Сильно.
an easy way to grab the reader's attention. Never underestimate the appeal of culinary-oriented subject
Математика.
matter.
Да, это
Food,
тема,
after
которая
all,
интересует
is a
всех.
topic
Реально.
everyone is interested in.
Не, ну как же она ее подъебала жестко. Это как вот смотрели аниме, где парень стал табуреткой. Типа, казалось бы, ну блин, табуретка, это же бред. Ну, сука, это было забавно. А.
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read in the
Ты
past.
знаешь них толк,
I think
конечно.
you really understand what we're
Что
trying to
табурет?
do here.
Вот надо просто приходить на кинотеатр отвезти, и ты будешь понимать, о чем речь. Там реально парень был, превратился в табуретку.
Thoughts from the
Живую
experts?
табуретку, которая
Are we
бегает.
able to work with this general framework to make an interesting story?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so...
That's good.
И ушки у нее классные.
Okay, we're done with chapter 1. Let's move on to chapter 2.
Won't that do for
Этого пока
Readers
не
will
хватит.
devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now we've caught their attention, all our hard work so far is in vain.
Вот это да.
Hurry, chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see that Satomi is waiting?
What's wrong with you?
Я больше не знаю никаких историй в голове пусто.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this. But alas, the time has come prematurely.
Ух, мы разочаровали. Сейчас это, ну... Должна вылезти плашечка, типа, я и Мика разочарована в вас.
Before it came to what? What's happened?
The bane of our existence, writer's block. It's your arch nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their souls just to get their muse back.
Ого.
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a proper
Ну, выгорание
Boss, get me a
бывает.
plate of fried tofu and get some kushikatsu for these two. Just the basic kind will do. Don't worry, this is my treat.
Ух. Это типа фраза, которую хочет услышать любой мужчина, да?
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko, we'll be getting paid for all the hard work we're doing, right?
Of course, everyone that takes part in the creative process will be paid.
Cool. Then let's press
Да-да-да.
on, shall we? Don't give up now. For the sake of our paycheck, get your brain going!
Давайте, наши зарплаты.
Ooh, does this mean your inspirations come back?
Путешественник. Рок-н-ролльщица. Женщина. Девушка. Что? Это типа... Это сюжет для аниме о моем перерождении в детеныша Геомишапа. Давайте аниме. Я просто помню, что...
Protagonist awakes to find themselves turned into a Geo-bishop
Я просто помню, что в этой игре как бы особо не влияет выбор, поэтому давайте сделаем это максимально забавным. Главный выбор... Главный герой просто... Вот, да-да-да. Толпа искателей приключений. Да-да-да, вот типа это сценарий аниме.
But then, the protagonist suddenly discovers that they have a special ability. Keep rolling protagonist rolled and rolled and rolled, hoping to evolve into the strongest geo creature ever. So, the protagonist is no longer a human, huh?
С первой главой.
I give it a 9.5.
9,5.
Monster evolution is an increasingly common theme these days. What started out as a rather niche genre has gradually worked its way into the mainstream.
Мейнстримом. Боже, откуда она такие слова знает?
And I wouldn't worry about the continuity issue. All we have to do is explain at the beginning of the work that the protagonist can travel between different worlds. Or just explain it away as a dream.
Что это сон? Да-да-да, дефолт.
No
Чё,
integrity
так себе
whatsoever.
объяснится.
The most important thing is that it's
У меня
fun.
статистическая
In
слеза
light
была.
novels as in
Горло, я
life, having
кашляю.
fun is the most
Что
important
случилось?
thing. Wouldn't you agree?
You do kinda have a point.
Great. Well, now Satomi can get started on that.
Leave it to me, Lady Yai.
От этих
Let's write
квестов.
about Inazuma in the third chapter, shall we?
Ну,
I
тебе
can help with
ностальгия,
this
я
one.
только
We
начал.
can use the Vision Hunt decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
Сейчас, секунду. Хотим пишем в зоне встречи. Так, что тут начать с солдатом сопротивления? Прощайте, охота на книги. Не терпи, деремся. Между ковидом и его. Ага, понял. Так. Но здесь уже нету ничего такого. Ну, из забавного, наверное, только про книги. Охота на книги, бля, прикольно звучит. Погнали. Выкируем. Конфисковать все новеллы. Это так похоже на Райден. Отменить охоту на книги. Это типа как когда Эй не хочет платить за книги, она просто их конфискует. Можно и нужно, я думаю, это здорово.
We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori. Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist uses this spell to defeat the Raiden Shogun in battle.
Whoa, so we're really going head-to-head with our rival on this one, huh?
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript, I'll write the passage where the protagonist recites the incantation.
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to beat a first-hand guide to summoning spirits?
The
Конечно.
content is fine. Now we just need to promote it. I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. We'll also need an endorsement on a paper band around. She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine.
Хина, это же та, которая на гору похожа, да?
You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yai Publishing House at some point to commission Ms. Hina for that recommendation. Once our light novel is complete.
Так, отправляйтесь. Скидом, окей. Погнали.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements. But since it's Lady Guji that's asking, we'll see what with Miss Hina getting so popular lately. A lot of people have come to us hoping to do a collab, but Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her efforts on replying to readers' letters and turns down every promotional opportunity she can. Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, if we can get that endorsement from Miss Hina, you'll definitely get an exposure boost. May your light novel sell well and set a new record for the Yai Publishing House.
We'll do our best.
Так, теперь дать.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see.
Подожди,
The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Hands.
1000 руки гений.
What a strange
Какой странный
hobby.
руки.
Definitely you're doing. Having been around you so much recently, Paimon's slowly starting to
Уникальный
understand.
What
вкус.
do you mean, strange?
Почему странный?
It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished. Don't you think it's a very descriptive pen name?
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma. I'll announce the sales numbers in 3 days.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now.
У нас отличная команда.
That's right. Be confident in your work. That's exactly how a light novelist should be.
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results. Thank you all for your submission.
Подождите 3 дня. Понял. Погнали. Уй. Ой. Уй. И это только 2 дня. И дальше. По идее, еще 1 день. Все.
You've all finally made
Вы
it.
пришли. Мы не
Great
уходили.
news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves. Multiple sales locations are.
Woohoo! That's great!
Это
This level
замечательно.
of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new books don't sell 30% of what you've sold. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify you to come and collect it when the time comes.
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was to combat the influence. We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like...
Oh, don't worry. Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about. Look,
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits at Midnight, and your wish will come true! Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man. No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already memorized all the incantations.
Выучил все заклинания. Боже, как будто фанатский комикс.
The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune? What's that?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive protection of the Kitsune. And I heard that the incantations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of Mora and got it, but then one night it all turned to leaves and he developed a high fever. They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before. Pretty much everyone I know is desperate to try it out. Just waiting for a moonless night.
Раньше.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Wow, you're right. Everyone's shifting focus. But what's this moonless night that they're talking about? Hyman doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
This is something that will become very important to us further down the line.
There's a phase 2?
Of course. Behind every book that hits the market lies an author, right?
Oh yeah. If we leave him to his own devices, he might just write another guide to summoning spirits. Also, we still need to figure out what his motive for writing it was.
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify the author. He's a failed light novelist named Tomoyu. But when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever of having written the book. Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, whoever possessed him actively. After his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In
Кто-то
frustration,
овладел
he shouted
человеком,
out,
чтобы
"Please,
написать
someone,
новеллу.
anyone, help
Боже.
me write a truly amazing novel." After that, he lost consciousness.
Понятно.
The spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right? So,
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So we can... And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role.
Звучит сомнительно. Могу я еще отказаться?
Oh, what are you talking about? The fun's just about to begin.
Боже, как она троллит. Погоди. Как она выглядит? Где этот квестовый предмет? Так, где квестовый? Это книжка. Там Пайман нарисовано. О. Боже. Какая прикольная поза. Это типа как в Джоджо. Веселье. Чайка на бензине. Да. Так я-то помню, там постоянно какой-то дух в кого-то вселяется. И Надзума это вообще место, где просто душам скучно, они дай хлебом не корми, дай в кого-нибудь вселиться. Джоджо референс, да. Как с этой, как с Сарой, ой, не Сарой, с фишкой, вот. Уи. Подземелье, ура.
Miko.
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain
Really? But it feels
Так мрачно. Ну, конечно.
That seems rather fitting, considering that we are dealing with the
Дайте
spirits
фишку.
of the
А у тебя
deceased
нету
here.
фишку? Вы фишки. Как так-то?
What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the true author.
А я не
of the
помню, у меня она
first-hand
есть.
guide to
Не
summoning
падала она мне.
spirits.
А
Aren't
как
you
так-то?
excited?
Подожди, а может и у меня нету? Хотя или есть. А я не
Paimon's
помню.
heart is pounding, but Paimon's pretty sure it's not because of excitement. Hey, wait up! Ooh, Paimon's scared. Stay close by, okay?
Не оставляй пойму одну. Так, секунду. Персонаж. Так, по-моему, у меня есть фишка. Во, да, есть.
I created another universe and founded Paradise.
А кого у меня нету? Типа из обычных. Что из четырехзвездочных? А, вообще все есть. Только Синобу нет. Ну, Дори, Кандаки я их не выбивал. Кандаки классная, кстати. Лейлу я тоже не выбивал. Ну и его я тоже не выбью. Я сейчас не могу крутить баннер, мне нельзя, противопоказано. Ой. Ну, я зашел. Так. Одиночный режим. Лайер. Я только хотел сказать, что повезло, что Висти не смотрит этот стрим. Она по-английски пишется точно так же, как Лейла в МЛ. Просто читается по-разному. Ой, какая милаха. Какая милашка. Я сейчас только за нее это подземелье буду проходить. Да, сразу желаю. Кавих и Кирары нету. Не, Кавих у меня есть. А, это у тебя нет, да? И Кирары у меня нет просто. Странно, Мика, это не нарисовано.
Probably a scene from ancient Inazuma.
It's a good piece of artwork and all, but it's also kinda eerie. So it's a bit scary.
Это... Ни кавиха, ни героя, ни фишки, ни половины четырехзвездочные. А тебе не кажется, что вот, чтобы были эти четырехзвездочные, ну там, ну, оказывается, ну вот, ну так, на секундочку, оказывается, нужно играть в Геншин, типа. Вот чтобы были эти персонажи. Вот, не думаешь, что вот, ну, ты там не играешь в Геншин, и тебе не падают персонажи, связь не находишь, да? 50 какой-то ранг. Могли бы упасть уже. Действительно, это же именно так работает. От ранга. Со своими. Ракуса. Не очень понятно. Да. Боже, ну какая же она милашка. У нее и ушки так прикольно прыгают, и хвостик этот прикольно прыгает. Ух. У нее хвостик появляется. Погоди, а если я... Сейчас вот так вот сделаю. Ой. А, я застрял. А? Ладно, я понял, это была плохая идея. Она не настолько сильная. Да. Эти прыжки назад. Хорош моей женщиной любоваться. Подожди, а у тебя она есть? Я забыл. Твоей. Тарталетки все еще нет, с анонса играю. Ужас. Подожди. Я забылся. У тебя же ее вроде бы нету. 3 баннера будет, а ты... Я понял, короче. Да в смысле? Он... У тебя есть жена Футава, и у тебя есть жена Казуха. Зеркало. Сесть. Используйте, чтобы включить лампы. А. Вот эти лампы, что ли? Включил. Есть такое ощущение, что туда надо упасть. Сам ты жена. Сяо. Посмотри. Сяо, посмотри. А где стоп, что? Отстань от мужа. Да. Так. Погоди, как туда залезть? Не по стене случайно? Нет. Так, я что-то туплю, походу. Нет, я застрял. Так. А, вот, вижу. Активировать. Вниз. Понял. Так, тут что-то делать надо. Здорово, ребят. Да. Эти прыжки назад, конечно, прикольно, но очень неудобно. Ульта. Вот ульта у нее очень красивая. А где еще? Сяо и зеркало, понял. Мне обратно сходить, да? Подожди, а как? А тут нету кнопки подняться наверх. Ладно, я, видимо, потом смогу подняться. А, или... Ого. Куда я попал? Лох. Есть момент. А, во. Так. Опять эти ваши головоломки. Так, сюда. Ага, это просто сундук. Какое загораться, алло? Стоять АФК. Ага. Так. Тут больше нет этих стеночек. Вон там, по-моему, что-то есть, да? Типа, вот сюда. Блокирует что-то. Напомните, что я тут делаю? Ну, типа, я вижу врагов, а зачем мне их убивать? Ладно. Они даже ничего не охраняют. Нет, блин, зеркало искать. Так я ищу зеркало. Я потерялся. Так. А, по идее, вот это, да? Вот это мешает. Все. Тут сундук будет, да? Нет. Куда? Окей. Это немножко странно, но ладно, допустим. Я так понимаю, я сюда залез чисто ради сундуков. Ну, именно... Ну, то есть сюда по сюжету не надо. Вот. Уй. Так. Уй. Вниз. Так. Сюда и сюда. Вот, кажется, я правильное место нашел. Они не замораживаются. А? Ауч. А еще что хотите? Ай. Так, 4. А, неправильно, это должен быть зеркало идти. Так я искал зеркало. Мы еще потом поищем зеркало. Так, тут ничего нету. Я так понимаю, я, ну, типа, захожу в какие-то левые комнаты, в которых сундуки, но... Ой. А вы тут что делаете? А как мы до этого не встретились? Боже, ну ульта у нее реально красивая. А если задержать навык? Ну, прикольно. Все. Во, какие-то двери открыл. О, зеркало. Все, я вернулся. Любуемся. Почему нельзя сесть лицом к зеркалу? Обидно. Можно только так. Иди по сюжету забей, да? Боже. Какой красивый мальчик. Мутное зеркало. А, не, нормальное зеркало. Слушайте. Боже, я так хорош. Ща. Копье уходит в зеркало. Ясно, что-то тут нечисто. Прикол с ним будет в конце. Да типа разбить, наверное, или что-то типа такое. Мне, по идее, надо вон туда, вон ту фигню зажечь. Я так понимаю. Потому что эту я зажег. Вот эту, я так понимаю, тоже надо зажечь. О, лампа активирована. Вот, эту зажег, эту зажег. И вон туда надо как-то, наверх. Я ж как-то уже был наверху. Так, это не наверх. Тут что у нас? Тут продукты. Во, походу, наверх, да? Так. Да, вот здесь я, походу... А, не, я здесь уже был. Но, походу, надо сюда. Разбил зеркало. Да не разбил, видишь, оно крепкое. Оно из вибраниума. Так. Что тут у нас? Сюда, получается. А, вот здесь я не был. Вот здесь, походу. Так. Вот тут сундук, и вон там рычаг какой-то. Активировать. Лампа медленно движется. Погоди. Она прямо подо мной. А? Я застрял. Я застрял. Алло? Алло? А можно? Я застрял. Я нажал прыжок, ну, типа я нажал падение, ну, удар в падении. И превратился в шарик, который бесконечно падает. А что мне делать? Ни пробел не работает. И персонажа я не переключу во время полета. Все. Сука. А как? А что мне делать? Я хотел, типа, сверху спрыгнуть под низ. Как я хорош, как я хорош. А я ничего не могу сделать. Ладно, покинуть подземелье. Уважаем. Золотая. Запутать ли я? Миссия комплит, да-да-да. Я так понимаю, сундуки останутся, типа что, ну, сундуки в плане, что я их залутал как прогресс. Потому что заново лутать эти сундуки было бы не в кайф. Так, это мы все видели. Боже, как я хорош. Просто как там можно было застрять? А можно просто дверь открыть? Типа... Ребят, я уже сражался с вами, вы, может, забыли. Что ты задумал? Что задумал? Так. А это зеркало. Но они не просто так обращают мое внимание на это зеркало, очевидно. Так.
This setup is quite handy. Saves me a lot of work. All right, go and take a look around. There should be a mechanism somewhere
Это
that makes the whole
зажег.
thing move.
Это зажег. А почему у меня пишет прогресс 1 из 4, когда я 2 зажег? Лампа медленно движется. А, вот, и типа теперь ее зажечь. Вот, да. 2 из 4. Окей. Ну вот там еще одна. Так понимаю. Так, тут дверь закрыта. Так, а что теперь делать? Погодите, только не говорите мне... Только не говорите мне, что я должен был по этой фигне вниз спуститься. Да ну... Нет? А, нет, все нормально. Ой. Ой. Лампа активирована. Оно хоть и активировано, но оно почему-то не засчитывает мне. Почему?
Show them. Dear me. Go. And leap.
Who's next?
Ну вот там был сундук. Сейчас сундука там нету. Есть поток ветра вверх. 2 злых самурая. Так, ну вот типа я ее зажег, но оно не засчитывает как зажженная. Мне кажется, ее надо как-то вверх поднять.
No time to lose.
Так. Окей, окей. По идее тогда сюда мне надо. Вот, да, здесь эти злые полупокеры.
Fly. And leap. Wheel of life. Strike is one.
Ну да, я понял, что на одном уровне. Типа просто сейчас надо бегать, искать рычаги, я так понимаю.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Да. Это, ну это входная дверь. Вот, типа, надо как-то вот эту поднять вверх, ту опустить. Ну, ту опустить это было вот здесь.
I could get used to this.
Это было вот здесь. И... Так. Здесь сюда. Здесь сюда. Потом... Тут коробка мешает. Вот этот рычаг. По идее, все правильно.
No time to lose.
Так, вот это, да? Ой. Можно тебя обратно закрыть? Я пошутил.
No time to lose.
Ауч. Это я где? Это я... Ага. Вот. Еще одна. Здесь. И теперь... Мне надо как-то вот эту... Погоди, по-моему... Во, да, я вот там увидел. Во-во-во. Все, по идее, все сделал. Так, теперь мне надо вверх. Ну, вверх можно вот сюда. Так. А, все. Ух.
Whoa. It's the painting we just saw. It's
Вау.
this way along with the whole wall.
Ух, боже. С 10-й попытки не справился. Сейчас я... Так, окей. Это и та картинка. Боже. Вы видели в начале. Она преследует.
It's getting eerie and scarier.
Это страшнейшее
Okay.
действие.
Next, I will show you a secret kitsune spell. This painting is a swift summoning medium. The murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it. You're up next, little one. Come on, sit yourself down here.
Садись сюда. И будет наводить марафет. Подожди, ты же не хочешь?
Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit to
Тело
possess a
живого
living
человека.
person's body.
Ура, 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 умирать.
You saw what happened to that Oni samurai spirit. After leaving the host's body, he was only able...
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the traveler isn't gonna have any lasting
Все,
negative
кранты, ну да.
consequences?
Вот и кончились хихоньки-хахоньки.
Oh, you really care about the little one quite a lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that. Anyway, are you scared, little friend? Don't you worry now. It'll be over soon. Sit on the chair.
У нее очень классный характер.
Relax your body and
Прям
mind.
очень
Try
классный,
and be
приятный
natural.
такой.
There's really no need to be nervous.
Так умирают молодые люди.
Sitting inside the painting.
Как будто сам в картине сидит.
Is Paimon seeing things?
Картина двигается.
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also, you'll need to have some intense thoughts going through your head. A wish. Now, what kind of wish do
О
you think it
мечтах,
would
и там
take to
всего в
summon
мечтах я и
all
Мика.
of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits? Anyone?
Probably something.
Very good. The wish needs to be heartfelt, though, so let me help add a little realism to the equation. The book is selling exceptionally well, Traveler, but we're going to need an outline for Chapter 4 as soon as humanly possible. When is the earliest that you can turn it in by?
И это тут как тут, тут как тут. Следит, не отвлекается. Помогите мне написать 4 главу. Сейчас катсцена будет? Это не катсцена еще. Как бы не совсем то. А? И за что я люблю задание легенд, что там обычно есть красочные катсцены в конце. Ух.
I never thought the day would come when I'd be summoned using my own ritual. What have we here? Another budding writer? What's come over you all? Why is everyone wishing for help with their writing? Our
Все
novels...
идет, реально.
So you're the one who wrote up first. What are you trying to do? Why'd you put that summoning incantation in the...
Huh? What's this?
Его выражение лица.
Oh, I see. No wonder this felt so familiar. I've walked right into your trap, haven't you? Ask me what my game is here?
Почему, когда вот в путешественника кто-то вселился, его мимика стала выразительнее? До этого вся его мимика — это положить руку на грудь. Всё.
And plunge all of Inazuma into a brutal, bloody war.
What? Paimon knew it! You had an evil plan all along!
Oh, did you now? Then how naive of you to let me possess this body. I sense, yes, great power within him. Good. Good! With this power, no one shall be able to...
Ох, ха-ха-ха.
We gotta stop him!
It is futile. You shall never wake him again.
Hey, come on, wake up! Don't let him take
Где это селился старый писатель, дед, да?
Miko, think of something! Miko! Miko!
В меня вошел дед. Вот, ей тоже угарно, что типа в меня вошел дед. Прекрасный. Только Паймон Чимин.
haven't changed a bit. You caught on so quickly, too.
Well, you made the face enough times that I couldn't exactly miss the hint. This is what you were going for, yes? Look what you've done to this little flying one here. Oh, poor things.
You were having plenty of fun playing the bad guy a moment ago. Now you're trying to blame it all on me?
Urakusai? Miko, you guys know each other?
Yes, we do. Of course we do.
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. No, wait. To be more accurate, it's Urakusai's memory.
Memory? But isn't he a...
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the same thing. Something...
Do you remember that recent incident when the Rift Hounds were gnawing at the sacred Sakura's roots? You witnessed human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you? Well, since there are human memories, of course there are going to be yokai memories too.
Блин, прикольно.
In life, yokai possess supernatural powers, and even when they are a shadow of their former selves from a bygone era, they still have the ability to control whether they are visible or not. Typically, yokai memories survive longer in the world than those of humans.
Indeed, indeed. I was wandering around the sacred Sakura's roots when I suddenly heard some... It piqued my curiosity, so I popped inside his body and...
So that's how it happened. But why did you include a summoning incantation in the novel?
Oh, little one. Not to toot my own horn here, but when I was alive, I wasn't just another kitsune, no.
Вот после
I was a
идеального
mighty and powerful Daiyuko.
зеркало.
Memories of other
Хорошо.
yokai can't possess human bodies at will like I can. But with this incantation, they can go one last little joyride in the world for a couple of days.
But...
She's trying to say that all the commotion this causes is likely to be a great
Так, моя
disturbance to the
память
humans.
Готово. Конечно, заказали специально для тебя.
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with some broken dreams after we leave, hmm? Oh, yes. And they might have a fever or whatever. But you know, I actually think that the most admirable thing about human beings is the way that they go out. As for those who would rather draw on external power than seek to improve themselves, it's quite right that they learn their lesson eventually. So when you think about it, we're actually...
Yes, that's what I thought too.
All right then. You finally convinced Paimon.
What are you scared of, little one? Don't be deceived by her day-to-day antics.
Not only that, Urakusai, but my latest work has beaten that book you wrote, A First-Hand Guide.
Of course. You were never one to make extra work for yourself where you can help it. And yet you went to all these lengths to find my painting room, and even took the trouble to summon me. I knew you were always the one to pick a quarrel with me when we all used to gather around and share. All right. You win, I lose. Happy now?
I finally get to hear you say it centuries later. Ooh, I must say...
I remember when you were just a little girl, always hanging off my shoulder.
Oh, Urakusai, how much time do you have left?
Not much. That goes for all of us, actually. We've all got... Everyone's quite content in many ways. But they still can't help but ask, are we ever going to have another Hyakyako?
Don't you worry about that, Urakusai. When my bell rings, it means the moonless night is upon us.
Great. Wonderful. Fantastic. Miko, it's been nice catching up. But I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So, I'll be on my way now.
All right. Goodbye then, Urakusai.
One last thing, Miko. I just want to know.
I've been great, of course. Every day is a happy one, especially these days. Not only do I have my light novels, but I've also met these two delightfully nosy outlanders.
Это чисто Настя, когда просит тебя развлечь.
And even A is finally starting to come to her senses. Quite a miracle, given how pig-headed she can be.
Она в стриме, да?
great. That's
Не.
fantastic.
Да, ее тут нету, да?
Urakusai, you'd be right at home in this era. A great storyteller and artist like yourself would be the Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. And I would...
He disappeared.
Сейчас.
Are you awake? How are you feeling?
Are you
О,
all
ты наконец
there?
очнулся.
Here, like last time, repeat after me.
Передо мной 1, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you beat me to it. Looks like your brain is intact. So, your first possession, hmm?
Держимся. И как
What
тебе?
was it like?
Я все прекрасно помню. Ставить. Отлично.
Good. Saves me from having... Hearing Urakusai admit defeat has put me in the most wonderful mood. In return, it's only fair that we make sure to deliver on what they're all... Yes, though they only represent a tiny proportion of the memories in the ley line. Since you've come this far...
Мне что-то
why don't
подсказывает,
you
что
do
это
one
будет
last thing
выглядеть
for me,
как
hmm?
фейерверк с
I'll need your
Ейми.
help with the ritual.
You cannot be serious, Miko. After all that, you still... You guys teamed up to scare Paimon just now. If you think Paimon's gonna do anything...
Oh, come on.
Конечно.
I'm really only asking you to finish what you started.
Paimon's paycheck?
Мой гонорар.
Well,
Гонорар
there's no
Паймон.
way now. We're in too deep.
Так, мне говорили посмотреть в зеркало. Так. А что должно было измениться? Ну, типа, сзади еще фон этот появился, как бы, да? Я думал, что-то кардинально изменится. Либо я просто не понимаю, о чем речь. А на табуретку можно запрыгнуть? Ок. Ладно. Боже, какой я красивый. А я не могу теперь на Ейми нажать. Ужас. Милаха. Так, что ж, погнали. Он сияет. А, то, что сияет, понял. Так. Точка телепортации. Сейчас должна быть красивая катсцена, я так понимаю.
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of...
As if we had a choice.
Вот только ради гонорара.
Miko, what exactly do we have to do to make this Hyakuyaku? Also, to be clear, we actually have no idea.
It might sound ominous, but to put it simply, the Hyakyako is just a gathering of the yokai. Back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink, one by one they'd start soaring into
Метко.
the sky with their yokai powers. There were so many of them that their silhouettes would block out the moon. But now, the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak. They are no longer able to fly, so I will be performing a convocation ritual for them, gathering all the wander... When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Once their energy is... All the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance. Remember the incantation and the mention of moonless night that I
Я
added to our
пасхалка из
novel?
лора, что он демон. Блин, прикольно.
Oh, yeah! Something about reciting the secret spells of Lady...
That's the one. Actually, it's not a wish-granting incantation at all. It's a spell to help calm the ley line memories. When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on their way. I will start the ritual preparations shortly, and at that time, I need you to do two things. First, Tell the shrine maidens to leave the mountain. During the Hyakyako, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Having the shrine maidens leave avoids the bothersome issue of someone potentially getting possessed.
Ну так съезди, почему нет? 3 часа играть за 250 рублей нормально так-то.
After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. This will take some time. I need you. The memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat. But when their energy is constant, they may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up.
Alright, got it.
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to the shrine and getting a...
Okay, let's get
Сказать жрецам покинуть это все. И потом дефать.
Are those?
Yep, Miko said the ritual she's gonna...
I see. I'll evacuate everyone.
We'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that, we're gonna come back and do the ritual together.
It seems like Lady Guji places... Lady Guji's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence when she's conducted rituals. Thank you for helping with the ritual.
Don't worry, we're...
Ох, видимо, будет что-то очень красивое.
about to start the ritual. Come on, let's go deal with the...
Ух. Ну это ж, наверное, все равно прыгать придется.
Worthless.
Медленно собираются здесь.
These monsters look really riled up.
Да, один скатить на гору.
Yep, let's get rid of them as fast as we can. Alright, here they come.
Нападают. Ой, мисклик.
Useless. Disappear. Here. 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 Good. Worthless.
Orders given. Orders received.
Your grand finale.
А, иммунитет. А, иммунитет. А почему самураи монстры? Я понимаю, допустим, хиличуры, слизни, а самураи почему монстры?
There's so many of them. Come on, you can do it.
Observe.
Rise.
Strike is one.
Say no more.
No time to... Shouldn't let your guard down.
Урон вообще не проходит.
Alright, that's the last of the monsters.
Я пойду со стрима, пока не сдох. Под пальцем сегодня. Настолько сильно хочется поиграть в Genshin. Так, а сколько у тебя всего памяти на телефоне?
How far along do you think the ritual is? Let's head back
Так, сейчас будет что-то красивое. Все, у меня пропал курсор, значит, что-то очень красивое. Ща, я пока чат не смотрю.
So many. They're everywhere. Huh?
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time. Come with me. You all right, little one? You look a little nervous.
It's just, Hyman's never seen anything like this before. Whoa, they've really blocked out the moon.
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair. Alas, their time is short.
Do they really have to go?
It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me? O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence, I perform this rite.
To be a guiding light.
Huh? Wow, so beautiful! Look! Lights are coming from Inazuma City!
The book says, recite the secret spells of Lady Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
Oh, Hakushin, cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light. Your unrivaled power will be honored eternally.
Urakusai, you asked if I was doing well. Really, every day is a happy day for me. But watching you all leave now, I can't help but feel a little lonely. Just a little, of course. Just as I thought, the ritual went very smoothly.
Ладно.
Both.
Красиво, очень красиво. Мои унижения с застреванием того стоили. Так, что у нас тут? Я думаю поменять 64. А сколько у тебя этой ОС-кой забито? Из 64.
Oh, I'm great.
But the look on your face just now...
I'm fine, seriously. Really, No. Honestly, you two.
Ой, ей грустно.
Pico...
Fine. Well, if you're dead set on doing something for me, you can treat me to a meal.
Около 12-14.
Sure, no problem. A meal it is.
Okay. Well...
Ключи. Так. Так, подожди, 12-14. И нужные проги занимали. Какие у тебя там могут быть нужные проги? Это получается у тебя свободно 50 гигабайт. Ух. А там типа ну, у тебя свободно 50, один Геншин будет занимать, ну, условно 25. Последний раз он у меня 20 занимал. Ну, где-то, допустим, 25. Вот, у тебя остается еще 25. Если у тебя там установлена колда, мобла и танки, то просто не вместятся вместе. Как-то так. В таких моментах... следующий день, окей. В таких моментах используют облачный гейминг. Вот. Чтобы, типа, ты играл условно на чужом устройстве. То есть, на своем... Когда тел купил, так 40 свободно было. Ну, я же говорю, типа, если у тебя там мобла, танки и колда, то Геншин с ними не поместится в любом случае. Тут либо выбирать, то есть что-то удалять, либо облачный гейминг использовать. Ну, либо искать альтернативу. Сейчас Геншин 32-35. Ну, я не знаю, сколько он сейчас весит. Ну, облачный гейминг звучит хорошей альтернативой. Фонтейн все-таки что? Да, я знаю, что Фонтейн лучше. Я просто хз, сколько на телефонах это все будет весить. Но в любом случае меньше, чем у ПК.
How is the next chapter of the miraculous adventures of the traveler not released yet?
It was quite a surprise when the moonless night finally...
Yeah, that huge black cloud over Mount Yogo that night.
But then nothing happened after I made a wish using the method in that...
Yeah. I guess light novels are just fiction after all, huh?
Пойду.
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still, something tells me the miraculous...
Huh? Paimon can't seem... Guess she's not out here.
Угостить Мика звучит тоже как мечта.
Ah, my little friends. There you are.
Nico, what is this?
Бежишь без нас?
I did, yes.
Вы же
You're
платите?
paying, after all. The thought
Реально.
of being able to eat the most expensive dishes and drink the finest sake,
Дорогущую еду и
all for
pить лучшее
absolutely
вино.
free?
Как же я бежала.
Ah, boss, see these two faces here? Remember them.
Alrighty.
Боже, какая...
What's gotten into you? Come on, sit yourselves down.
Бля, она лучше.
You have to try this fish. It's found exclusively in the waters around Seirai Island. They shipped it to Inazuma overnight, and it was still alive, right? Or maybe you'd rather try this? I know, I know. I know.
И по карману.
If you don't drink alcohol, that's fine too. There are all kinds of fruit juices.
You're outrageous!
Как и весь гонорарик, да-да-да.
Last time we were here working on the novel, all you ordered for us was the plain...
Самые простые. Да, она там даже сказала, что типа, да, дайте им самых простых вот это вот.
Strange. I remember no such thing.
И жареный тофу.
Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't you? Anyway, I am something of a
Боже,
VIP
как же она
hero.
троллит, как же она троллит.
This meal is going to be super expensive! Aren't you a...
Oh, don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford it. They're still printing
Щедрая
the
плата,
line
которая
off
пойдет
the
на ее
batch, you know.
вкусняшки.
What? Oh, darn it! She tricked us into this! Miko was after our Mora from the very beginning!
Не стоит терять жителей.
Oh, the looks on your faces right now. Too perfect. Oh, by the way, since nobody's wishes came true on the
Вышли из
moonless
моды.
night, so you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter of the The deadline is looming. I'm counting on you.
Ля, она лучшая. А у меня фотика нету, ужас.
Thank you for the meal. I thoroughly... Oh, did I mention? A saw that convocation ritual we I know she can be pig-headed, but it still took me by surprise when she wrote me a long and sternly worded letter about it, chastising me for taking this whole thing much too far. Ugh, I hardly see what all the fuss is about. Everyone...
Это все, что она может сказать, да?
Thank you for the meal. Oh, did I mention?
Ну да,
I
ты
know
понял.
she can be... I...
Окей.
That's just like Erika, always refining her craft.
Давайте как-нибудь вот так. Сойдет. Что ж, так. Весь гонорар. На-на-на. Так, что у нас дальше? А я-то... Ух. Что ж, ладненько так. Так, это хороший тамада, понял, так. Сейчас я проглядел, как называется его задание. Так. Ой. Оберегающий. Высотей. Так. Так, я походу слепой. Угу. Ну, оно ж открыто. Ну. Так, это на конкурсе отстойный. Так, сейчас найти только. А, вот. Погнали.
This place impresses me every time I come here. It's so
We'll just wait here. We don't want to cause any extra trouble for you.
Ayaka wouldn't mind.
Honestly, even if we did come with you, we wouldn't know what to say or do once we were...
Alright then, we won't.
Тамада, значит, хороший.
Without looking at the board, you've ruined my strategy in one move. Amazing. Now what should I do next?
Ayaka, Toma, it's us! Huh?
Hey guys, it's been a while. If you're looking for my lady, I'm afraid she's not here right now.
Oh? That voice. Toma, would that happen to be the traveler?
Yes.
Greetings, traveler. Ayaka speaks of you constantly. Finally, today is the day. I am head of the Kamisato clan and Yashiro commissioner. Kamisato Ayato.
Красивый парень. Я, кстати, не слышал его голос до этого.
Greetings, both.
Мои геи сидят.
I have long been indebted to you on my sister's behalf. Finally, I have the chance to express my profoundest gratitude to you in person.
Я впервые его голос слышу.
Ayaka is out today. If you are here regarding anything related to the Kamisato clan, you are quite welcome to discuss it with me.
Oh, hi. Your flattering words flatter us. Please excuse the suddenness. of our...
Why on earth are you talking like that?
Well, he seems like a pretty powerful person. He's already working his way up Paimon's list of people to never mess with. As soon as he stands up, the whole atmosphere in the room changes, and it feels like you gotta be super polite.
You shower me with praise undeserved, my little guest. There is no need to be quite so formal. This is a private residence, so please.
Oh, good. Because that whole spiel was really tiring just now. Alright, now that that's over,
3 months.
ask the question. We heard a rumor that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato are gonna get married soon. Do you know anything about that?
Oh? I wouldn't have thought you'd heard about that yet. I see. Well, it's true. It wasn't long ago that the head clans of 2 commissions are to become
Так вот
joined
почему
through
тамада.
marriage. This is big news for the whole of Inazuma. Since the Yashiro Commission presides over cultural and ceremonial affairs, it closely involves us, too.
Yes. And since the commissions are kind of the face of the Almighty Shogun to the masses...
Right, makes sense. Ah, 2 true lovers becoming husband and wife. What a happy occasion.
It is. High-profile matrimonial links between 2 commissions are extremely rare. But these 2 truly love each other.
All right then. I'll be sure to pay them a visit to send the best wishes of the Kamisato clan.
No need. I'll visit them personally this time.
Huh? But you have other things to be doing.
This is a marriage between the Kujo clan and the Hiragi clan. The Kamisato clan must... The work of the Yashiro Commission is indeed multifarious. Normally, weddings and
Можно
other
отклониться от
ceremonies would
традиций,
come under the
да-да-да.
supervision of my sister.
И перейти к чему-то нетрадиционному, да? Ох уж эти намеки.
But she is presently occupied with other matters. And I happen to have a little time. Oh, and would you 2 care to join me? I presume you 2 have a special connection with the individuals in question.
Да-да-да.
You would not be quite so interested in this matter. This being the case, why not come and offer your best wishes too?
Oh, it's not as interesting as you make it sound. No special connections here. Super ordinary ones, actually. We just agreed to help deliver a letter this one time, that's all. Although, wait. Does that mean we helped
Любовь
make
это
the
судьба.
Alright then.
Ну ладно.
I cannot thank you enough. Your mere presence shall surely mean we are spared.
Wait, you're the Yashiro Commissioner? But you can't...
Small talk is a chore. Of course, there are some people in the world who quite enjoy doing chores. Toma, I'm heading out with my 2 guests now. I'll leave.
Not a problem. Take care, my lord.
My lord. Я слышал это, my lord. Так, где тут выход?
Boring. Useless.
Ah, you finally... Oh, Yashiro Commissioner.
They're friends of ours. Paimon will do the introduction.
So it's true. Well, there we have it.
Great, so our hunch was spot on.
It is a little inappropriate for me to have shared news of this magnitude with you. So I would be much obliged if you could keep it in strict confidence until an official public announcement is made.
Don't worry, sir. We give you our...
That puts my mind at ease. Now, on the topic. We'd like to...
Of course not. I guess this is where I...
Aw, cheer up, Shen.
I'll try. Thank you.
Сколько там? 700. Понял. Вообще на другом конце земли. Еще б до Манштата пешком.
Huh.
right then. Please excuse me. I'll leave you to it from here.
Okay. Thanks, Ibe. I apologize that your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us, Commissioner. Otherwise, you can be sure that we would have prepared a more extravagant reception.
I don't mean to impose, Sir Kujo. In fact, I'm not here on official business. I heard the good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance this shall be. Given the close ties between our clans, it seemed only right that I should come and...
I'm truly honored. I hope the news didn't come as too much of a surprise.
Hey there! We came to congratulate you as well!
Since the incident with the Takatsukasa clan, things in the Tenryou Commission... I'm still acclimating to the position of acting head of the clan.
You're far too modest. The public thinks very highly of you. They say you're hardworking, upright, and...
I'm flattered, but I wouldn't have achieved anything without the support of my people. Thanks to them, everything is gradually stabilizing. And I finally had the chance to focus a little on my personal life.
Well, you're certainly making big progress in that department.
Come on now. You're... pardon me,
It's perfectly all right. Please, continue. It's a joyous occasion. Lighthearted is exactly how things should be. Really, who stays stony-faced?
You're right. But I am curious to know, what's your honest opinion on the whole thing?
Of course not. Where there is true love, nothing... No doubt people will offer you a colorful variety of opinions. But of course...
Indeed I am.
Все же, да-да-да.
So, please be confident.
Не, он по характеру такой... Как это правильно сказать? Нежный, что ли? Довольно приятный.
Nevertheless, there is just one small aspect of this that...
Please, go ahead.
Такой какой-то слишком правильный, вот.
You've been working hard to bring the Tenryou Commission in line. This is positive, and no doubt the beginning of important change. But on the other side of this equation, if you choose now, of all moments, to announce a marriage between the Hiragi and Kujo clans, the kinds of rumors that may begin to spread both among the...
Yeah. Couldn't have put it better myself, Sir Kamisato. This has been my biggest concern for quite a while now. Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me having any contact at all with Misato. In the past, we've always communicated in secret by sending letters.
Ты в курсе, что твое сообщение на стриме все равно видно? Но не будем о грустном. И не удаляется, да? Да-да-да.
So although now may not look like the best timing for this marriage...
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts like this sweet old man, but he...
I can see where you're coming from. But you're only postponing the problem, not solving it. You will still have to...
Yes, I'm well aware of that. But since Chisato had the courage to ask me to marry her in spite of everything, how can I disappoint her? Well, sort of. She raised the idea in a letter, and after some initial hesitation, it's funny actually.
Ему девушка предложение сделала, понял?
Person, she denied having ever written that letter. So coy.
Huh? Really?
Таинственности. А может, реально мне написала?
She didn't say. She just acted confused by the whole thing. She really committed to it.
Oh.
Anyway, as her boyfriend, I knew she was just pretending, so I played along and said, I was only joking about the letter, and I proposed. After making some disgruntled noises about me making a stupid joke, she blushed and said yes. We spent that afternoon working through all the details of
Это мило.
Okay. So you discussed it?
We did. I guess it was and you know what? I think it was about time.
Засветился. Он стал божеством.
No matter what happens next, I will always be there for her as the one person she can always rely on.
Oh, give me a break. Sorry, but Paimon's been wanting to say this the whole time. Is it just
Да,
Does
думаю.
everyone in love act like this? He just won't stop talking.
Apologies, my friends. And also to Sir Kamisato.
Far from it. On the contrary, seeing you so positive, no surer evidence could there be of your true feelings and your commitment. I wish you a joyous wedding when the day comes.
Yeah, even if it's kind of irritating to see you all smug like this, it's still a happy occasion. Good luck on the day, and have a happy wedding!
Thank you all. It means a lot.
We have some other business to attend to now.
Very well. I'll see you out.
И сейчас такое письмо, письмо не она написала.
True for anyone about to get married, right?
You're right. Kujo Kamaji is on What do you think, traveler?
Да-да-да, начало
Chalked it
истории.
up to her being coy, but that doesn't sound like the Hiragi Chisato I know. It bothers me also. But unfortunately, attempting to seek the
Yeah, how come? Whenever we come across stuff like this on our adventure.
I see. So that's how adventurers think. In my opinion, we face two obstacles in this case. Firstly, we have very little information to go on. Secondly, and more importantly, the person involved doesn't seem to care. If we intervene without his blessing, good intentions may lead.
You do have a point. Kamaji doesn't seem worried at all.
Everything in the world is intertwined. What looks like a simple outcome is often the result of multiple conflating reasons. Seeking the full truth would be a long and laborious process. It would be inefficient. Sort of. I have to take this approach, or the work of the Yashiro Commissioner would never be done. My opinion is something like this. When something strange happens, instead, if the outcome is positive, and no one was deceived or harmed in the process, then it is acceptable. We don't know yet. After all, we don't know what Hiragi Chisato's thoughts are, do we? I have to say, I'm impressed by your ability to zero in on the issue from such a short meeting. Most insightful of you. You are thorough and thoughtful, just as my sister.
Huh? But Chisato and Kamaji have already talked everything through.
Only if we are to take Kujo Kamaji at his word. But I wish to know Hiragi Chisato's angle on it. Don't worry about it.
Ну, типа, окажется, что письмо не она написала. И будет вот этот поворот.
Let's take the opportunity to hear her thoughts. If she's as committed as Kujo Kamaji, perhaps they can navigate.
А если нет?
Well, life isn't always a smooth journey.
Да-да-да. А. Теперь сюда. Хз, это, ну, вот когда он сказал, что там она сказала, что не отправляла такого письма, вот, то вот, ну, чую подвох, скорее всего, вряд ли не отправляла. Вряд ли это кокетничество.
There is still much to prepare for the wedding. Should we also invite some prominent business leaders who
At the very least.
I agree. Ah, hello there, Yashiro Commissioner. To what do we owe the honor on this fine day?
As it happens, I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe I heard you discussing just now. Would Lady Hiragi happen to be available at this moment?
Our lady is entertaining guests right now.
But please, do come in. We will arrange.
Hey, Paimon is not an
Свитя. Пойман Сита.
You misunderstand. These two are dear friends.
You're too kind.
We don't wish to impose. We'll just wander around. Apologies for the interruption while you're busy with preparations. Please, let us know once Lady...
Nonsense, Commissioner. No imposition at all. This wedding is a joyful occasion. And all the other clans who serve, we're merely doing the best we can to make this wedding
When the time comes, we'll invite everyone in the clan and even the general public to attend.
That sounds splendid. We'll leave you to it.
Take care, Commissioner.
Seems like you guys talked a lot without actually saying anything.
Hence why I dislike small talk. Our timing was not ideal, but never mind. I spotted a stall on our way over where we can pass the time. The owner always manages to come up with novel ideas. I'm one of his regular customers.
Ага, и хочет заказать свой этот коктейль с шариками, я помню.
Ah, it's you. Good to see you again. Seems like you're always showing up with a VIP in tow.
Oh? So you know the owner as well?
Yep, we tried his dango milk a while back with the almighty Shogun and Ina's...
Ah, I see. I'd caught wind of this dango milk, but I didn't know that it had anything to do with you two. I always order one of his creative drinks whenever I pass the stall. Flavor, when I noticed he'd
Вот
set up shop
авторский
in Rio,
напиток.
I simply had to
Держишь
come
себя. В смысле держишь себя? За что? Зачем?
Thanks to you all,
Вот
my
бы
business is
нас можно
finally
было
beginning to
бы
take off.
бить.
More and more people are
В
willing to
смысле?
give my creative cuisine a shot.
А, вот бы NPC можно было бы убить. Понял.
It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm gonna stick to creative cuisine from now on. On the one hand, I wanted more people to be able to try out my color, so I gave it a lot of thought and finally came up with an all-new business concept.
Sounds interesting.
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients, and they pick and choose whatever they want to mix with their as well as dango. I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls, black sugar.
They really all go well with milk? Hard to imagine, but...
What if I were to choose some ingredients you don't have here? Would that be okay?
Well, I guess so. Any novel the whole idea was to let my customers express their creativity freely. So of course, I
Excellent. The lavender melon, seagrass, and sea ganoderma.
What? You...
I do indeed. Why? What?
You really think that's gonna turn out tasty?
Короче, водоросли с молоком.
It's all about the experience. The taste is secondary. It's great to try new things. Traveler, any thoughts?
Есть идея, фиалковая дымочка. Все-таки лучше данго.
Dango. Dango will do nice.
An ordinary choice. 2 dango milks and 1 milk with lavender melon. Please.
И одну с фиалковой
no
дыней.
problem. Give me a sec. Here, your milk is ready. Give it a try.
Dango milk tastes pretty good once you get used to it. What about yours?
A most memorable texture indeed. A success, I'd say.
Your review seemed pretty positive, but Paimon still thinks they're a better combination.
Taste is your key concern, yes?
Obviously. Tasty food and drinks are some of life's
Устремление. Да-да-да.
Well said. If I could say the same was true for me, I believe I'd be a very content man. Yes. No one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. To create some mental breathing room, I try not to overthink having my sister attend public events in my stead, and having Toma as housekeeper has also been a great help, and allowed me to focus.
We're just passing the time here though, right? Is there anything else to think about than what we're doing right now?
1 or 2 things. Let's continue this discussion somewhere. I noticed something before we left the Hiragi clan's residence. No, it was just a small detail. I was curious to know their thoughts on the wedding. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy for the Hiragi clan. But that's not...
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least stable in the Tri-Commission. Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan, but now she plans to marry into the Kujo clan. If I belonged to one of the assisting clans to the Hiragis, I would not be feeling optimistic about the future. But they didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them. These are not unintelligent people. I imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders. But still, the more I think back over that conversation,
Он придумывает гениальный
the more
план,
it
да.
doesn't sit right. Keep a close eye on them, Hisashi.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
This is one of my most trusted members of the Shumatsuban. He's been quietly watching out for us this whole
Следовал за
time.
нами.
Merely doing my duties, sir.
Keep a close watch on the clan representatives we met.
Well received. I'm on the...
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had? Please order one more and deliver it to Toma.
As you wish, sir.
Oh no, poor Toma.
Прости, Тома. Такаги.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded. She's waiting.
Thank you kindly. Let's go and see Hiragi Chisato.
Прости, Тома. Реально. Прости. Ступеньку ударился, понял. А можно так не делать? Спасибо.
Hi, nice to see you again, Chisato.
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but I did.
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi.
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not often that I have the chance to meet you, let alone here in the comfort of my own. You must be so busy. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and congratulate Kamaji and I.
But of course, the Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, we visited Sir Kujo just now. It's clear that perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself. I sincerely...
Thank you. This was not an easy decision to make. I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir. But come what may, we will stand as one and face whatever the future throws at us, together.
Sounds like things are pretty tough for you, Chisato.
Yes. But Kamaji has been so supportive. His promises have comforted me a lot.
It sounds like you have some considerable reservations.
Yes. Well, in case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now. I was in fact meeting with one of the
Oh! Really? Him?
Mm-hmm. He charged in all of a sudden and said that he had something very important to tell me. He didn't mince his words. Basically, he doesn't want me to marry Kamaji. He has always been a calm and contained person who never acts out of line. I was quite shocked, but despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan. If I marry into the Kujo clan, that pillar is taken away. There will no longer be a voice of authority in the...
It's just two families becoming one big family though, right? What?
Traditionally, in Inazuma, clan affiliation influences every... After the wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan. The Kanjo Commission's attitude toward you may...
Precisely. This is a terrible thing to be saying, but... I'm so sorry. I can't believe...
No problem at all. The Yashiro Commission has a duty to listen to you. Now that I've heard your concerns, I should offer to help you as best I can. For instance, Now, we heard from Sir Kujo that his decision to tie the knot was prompted by a letter he received from you. But we've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo thought that perhaps you were just being
What? But that was... It was just a prop in his playful proposal, wasn't it?
Fancy lettering, you say? So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you two may not have chosen this moment to be wed?
When it comes down to it... Yes, I think so.
Sir Kujo maintains that the letter was penned by your hand.
Huh? But then...
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust one another. In that sense, who knows? Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy. After all, he had no particular reason to be forthcoming with us about...
I understand. But my position does matter. Kamaji and I thought, but now
Marriage is the most important decision of your life. It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through difficult times. I say this as an advocate for you personally, and for the Hiragi clan. Please, do not be compelled by circumstance. To be together with the one you love is a sacred thing. It is my earnest wish that both of you may enjoy a bright and beautiful future.
I'll take to heart every word you have said to me.
All that matters is that you follow your heart. Since you'll be needing some time to think things over, we will excuse ourselves now.
Oh, wait. Let me see you out.
Thank you, Lady Hiragi, but there will be no need. Traveler, let's find somewhere to talk.
Угу. Короче, сейчас отменит свадьбу. Видимо. Как интересно-то. Уже такое ощущение, будто смотрю романтику или драму. Скорее драму. Мелодраму, о, так еще лучше.
Hiragi Chisato is on a totally different page than Kujo Kamaji. Hayato, why did you give her such vague suggestions? Couldn't you just have told her what you do in her position?
I've said everything I can, given the Yashiro Commission's stance. Interfering too much with other commissions, the more I think about it, the stranger this all seems. But Hiragi Chisato...
Strange?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible, and if my guess is right, it is someone from within the Kanjo Commission. This person is presumably... Think about this. A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future, while the heads of the supporting clans ostensibly have no concern at all. When someone's words and actions do not match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior. Yes, it's a smart strategy. Far superior to the one adopted by... Even had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it was, there would have been no repercussions. They could simply have explained it away as a misguided but well... But if the letter were to achieve its goal, as it has so far, the perpetrator would successfully weaken the Hiragi clan without ever having to lift a finger against them. All under... With Hiragi Chisato having married into the Kujo clan and the head of the Hiragi clan in prison, challenges to the Hiragi clan's leadership would begin to emerge throughout the ranks of the Kanjo Commission. Eventually... Actually, we have evidence.
Shinojo?
He should be back by now.
Yes, sir.
Просто из ниоткуда.
I'm not gonna deal with this.
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers away?
Yes. His name is Shinojo.
As I expected, they cannot afford to let this opportunity pass them by. Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kamaji, and the wedding was sure to go ahead. But after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo, she began to have second thoughts.
But why did they suspect him and not us?
Someone was eavesdropping on our conversation with Chisato the entire time. That's why I was a little reserved.
No way. Whew. But Chisato got what you meant about the letter, though, right?
I think so. But whoever is behind this will not allow their plan to fail now. They will not be inclined to respect Hiragi Chisato. Her stance was so passive that she was easily manipulated, treated like a pawn, with even her marriage becoming a battleground for political... Despite all of this, she still believed that when she formally marries into the Kujo clan, she will lose her title as daughter of the Hiragi clan. Her position in the
Marriage is such a trap.
Братач, лучка. Да-да-да.
Easier said than done. The perpetrators are manipulating everything from the shadows, letting unsuspecting pawns do their... We, meanwhile, are out in the open. If we attempt to stop this wedding from happening, we will become the villains of the story.
So what do
At this stage, if the perpetrators wish to maintain control over the situation, their only option is to come out... But first things first, we must go and rescue Shinojo. He has done nothing wrong. Tell me where Shinojo is. We'll head off right now.
Они снова отсылают, да? Что такое? Проверьте обстановку. Проверяю обстановку. Хи-хи.
Stop this at once. It's the Yashiro Commissioner. Well, we take orders from our master. No one else.
Really? Then...
Прощение за бестактность. Оп, можно поиграть за Аято. Сюда. Ля, как прикольно он бьет. Так, а теперь давай вот так нажмем, вот так нажмем и снова вот так. Боже, какой мужчина. Кому нужны ваши тартали? Реально? Когда тут такой мужчина?
We must report to master right away.
Hey, get back here!
No need to follow them. We need bait to catch the fish anyway. Leave them be. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. Let's free Shinojo. But in all the case...
What the? It's a tanuki? Oh, don't tell Paimon that the tanuki...
Let's follow it and see.
И тут чел в клетке такой сидит, блин. Видите ключ. Отдавай ключ. Алло. И что, сейчас бегать искать его? Боже, так лень, честно. И где он? Найдите ключ. У меня нет идей. Так, а где он? А. Да. По звуку. Так, звука не было. Тут надо... Подожди. Я же сломал эту коробку только что. Так, ключ отдавай, боже. О. До этого звука не было, он типа в камнях был. О. Нашел. Жесткой дверью по лицу получил.
It was terrifying. They said they were gonna throw the cage into the
Клетка
sea
в
with
море.
me still in. Oh, wait! You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of a scheme. So.
Calm down, Shinojo. It's okay.
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility, and so far, everything is unfolding rather. Those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next move is imminent. We must...
Yashiro Commissioner, your
This situation has consequences for the whole Tri-Commission, and the stability of all Inazuma is at stake. The almighty Shogun has always despised these pathetic power games. As a commissioner, I am a servant of the Shogun, and it is therefore my... Shinojo, don't return to your post yet. Find somewhere... Traveler, Paimon.
Ну, пройти. Вскоре после ухода.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner. I hear you showed up here with no explanation and attacked my men. You wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret mission?
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. As a responsible official, Shinojo may be your retainer, but the law does not grant you the right to abuse him.
Abuse? Nonsense. Out of nowhere, a low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start spouting out the most absurd and insulting nonsense one can... I dare say, the poor lady was terrified.
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his actions? Because
two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it upon himself to fabricate a nonsensical... Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan, and the most distinguished... We are, and always will be, her loyal assistants. It's our duty to see that she never has to worry about... Loyalty and duty are our guiding principles. Not only did this guard show no regard for either, he went out of it even if we put it down to a rare moment of impulsivity. I have to say, I'm surprised to see one of such noble standing...
Darn it! This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
Funny. I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you. There's not been a dull moment. For instance, a merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most extraordinarily long tongue. So long, in fact, that you can tie 2 knots in the portion of it that extends out of its beak. I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with these unusual avians.
Keep them as pets.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. If you catch one, the best thing you can do is actually cut its tongue off and throw it out of the window. The reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say, but don't be deceived as it chirps away.
I say, Yashiro Commissioner.
Как он жестко его делал, просто раунд в конце.
Far from it. In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made up of honorable individuals. It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibustering, all as part of a plan to remove Lady Hiragi from her position.
Yashiro Commissioner, please don't make accusations without...
The evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? I have a credible witness who can confirm you were quick to try and make him disappear as soon as he said something that you did not like. Ugh, dear me. I can't believe the Grand Matsura clan is now represented by... You studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now just to play these petty power games behind the... In your years of service to the Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people around you, you have also let yourself be blinded by self-interest. And now you have ruined your... I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura. I just feel sorry for you.
Is that right? Then tell me, if you're so bright. This is at most a Kanjo Commission issue. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro Commissioner. If you seek to involve yourself in other clans, I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Kanjo Commission and Tenryo Commission. Because the new balance of power in the Tri-Commission would be a threat to you. So you come here with an elaborate excuse to try and break up this marriage.
So, that's how you view it. Well, I have to admit...
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to happen. The notices have already been sent out. All of Inazuma City knows about it now. Most of the weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato were courting. But you can bet it's all anybody's talking about now. Once the notices go out, that's it. The wedding is a short...
I see.
So suddenly we see...
I had expected you to at least be smarter than most. But it seems that...
Kamisato Ayato! You...
You've made your move.
What do you mean?
Do you seriously think this marriage will bring the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission together? Isn't it at all possible that the Kanjo Commission becomes marginalized? Goodness me. Well, I've learned a great deal from talking to you.
Жестко его поставил на место.
They had their scheme, but fortunately I was prepared. As I said, they ended up coming out from the shadow. Let's see how things are in Inazuma City. Then, I'll take you through the details of my plan.
Доски объявлений в городе. Погнали.
Look at this. The daughter of the
Sounds like an all-around perfect match.
For sure. I'm just surprised. It seems very sudden.
Good luck to them, I say. I'm sure it must.
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
It's still too early to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no return. However, we can still beat them at their own game. But only if Kujo Kamachi is willing to help us.
Бабана, Бабана, Красная фея. Что? Первые два слова не понял.
No time to lose.
Звучит как заклинание.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced. It seems so sudden.
Yeah, about.
I see. So someone's trying to take advantage of our marriage.
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal. But
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love.
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, she should not need your protection. Or, to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead, which perhaps suggests that I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you would have been able to think about this more objectively were you not so... I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent, gentle, resilient, and strong-willed person she is. For the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to depend on you for the rest of her... Are you really okay with that?
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make... That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people. Yashiro, Commissioner, you're right. It was naive, but it's too late now, isn't it? There are notices
I have a plan, but it needs a villain. Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonists. But it is not without its risks. Are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. And the key to their success is coming up against no resistance to the marriage from the Tenryou Commission. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt decree, the Tenryou Commission has been... The only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because you care about Lady Hiragi's feelings. And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission, to marry her and bring her out of the Kanjo Commission as soon as... Once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou...
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage of the situation perfectly.
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an unnecessary burden to an indispensable asset. By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Kanjo Commission. Once our adversaries realize how the network of connections behind the scenes really looks, then We simply leave them to clear up the mess they've created.
Got it.
So the network of connections? This is all way too complicated for Paimon. Can you just tell us what you need us to do?
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention of our dear Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. No doubt he'll be on the lookout for the first sign of a crisis. In that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. What we need to do is to use these informants. Sir Kujo, there... It's almost time. My ninja has located one of the informants.
О нет, только не это. Только не это. Это вот это. Птицы из далеких краев. Вот это. Не люблю план. Мне сейчас нужно проходить побочную миссию, чтобы вернуться к основной. Боже. Я вижу это. Надеюсь, это будет быстро. Не хочу растягивать. А то, чтобы играть основной сюжет в Сумеру, мне приходилось выполнять и задания этого Тигнари, и и Нилу, и еще кого-то. На, фиалковую дыню отдать. Все, по идее. Так, теперь я могу. Вот это. Да. Все отлично.
That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him. Be careful not to get seen.
Так. Жесткий перекат.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
Страс игра. Что значит страс? Прячусь за стражника. Чую обернется. Вот прям жопой чую.
The Tenryo Commission has sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding.
Что за игра? Это Genshin Impact. Там же в названии стрима написано.
I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious. The news is spreading fast, but it appears Master's fears may be well placed.
Чел идет и сам с собой разговаривает.
Just to escort the bride. I have to investigate.
As expected. Let's follow him.
Я такую не знаю. Странно, что ты не знаешь. Одна из самых популярных игр на текущий момент.
Excuse me, has something happened on this road? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little disconcerting to see this place so...
Ah, please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, the wedding of Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time, and have her live in Inazu...
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi, not just us either. You'll see more Tenryou Commission members as you go further along. We're all here for the same duty.
Isn't this a little excessive?
Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the highest regard, and wants to treat her with the utmost respect from...
I understand. Sorry to disturb your work. Drat. It's exactly as Master... They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more reason to strike. But we're no... I must tell Master right away.
Вот, типа, вот здесь они стоят, вот здесь стоит он. И, типа, и он просто говорит сам с собой, типа, ладно. Типа, никого не смущает его болтовня. Ладно, окей.
That should do it. The seeds have been sown. In this atmosphere, mounting suspicion will nurture fear among the Kangjo Commission. Now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment. The calm before the...
Are they really gonna own up
Физик,
and
да.
apologize just like that?
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan in Rito in a couple of days. I have some other business to attend to, so I won't be spent. In any case, we've made our move. It's only a matter of... This is not my first... Well then, goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really gonna turn out like he predicted? Paimon too.
Через 2 дня. Опять ждать. Подождите 2 дня, понял. Ну, почти ждать 2 дня. Чел стоит сам с собой и разговаривает, выдает всю инфу. Можете пока посмотреть прикольный экран ожидания. Все. Вау. Да. Реально вау. Специально ради этого стрима искал экран ожидания. Вот. В итоге это будет Кли.
These people from the Tenryou Commission have been here for days now.
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi. But why would it be taking so long?
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi to leave. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her. A crowd this size comes to...
Shh, stay quiet. Someone might...
Oh, right. Sorry.
Стою вот так вот прямо перед ней. Блин, вдруг кто-то услышит. Действительно. Ну вдруг.
No time to lose.
Hello. How may I help?
Вы занимаетесь?
We arrived here 2 days ago to escort Lady. Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, the Hiragi clan always finds an excuse to delay things. Since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us. We apologize. It was not our intention to stay here so long. We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's lives. We can only hope that the leaders of the Hiragi clan will start to cooperate soon. If this stalemate continues, who knows? Sir...
Типа, притащить ее силой?
How much longer does your master plan to hold them off?
I have no idea. We're stuck in limbo here. Master's been very on edge these past few days. He gets irate over the smallest things, and is suspicious of everything. I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do?
Yeah, good advice. With him, if Lady Hiragi is really taken away, then what will the Tenryou Commission do?
Maybe we should tell Master to discuss things with Lady Hiragi.
Hiragi Chisato is now at the center of every conversation in Rito. By now, the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks?
Oh, Traveler! I assume you've heard about everything that's been—
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened was...
After the Tenryou Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions. I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's plan. I'm sorry. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. Maybe everything would be easier if I simply didn't have— I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. This is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future. But what if it's not? I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, I should absolutely refuse to go through with it. But that's not the answer I'm looking for. And also, now that
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a second. I thought you'd gone missing. You... Wait, you're the ones who are with the young... What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying...
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
Friends? Are you sure?
Это типа тот самый ревнивый муж. Просто друзья.
I told you already. These are exceptional
Друзья, просто друзья.
You need to be more vigilant in everything you do. You are extremely important to us, and to the entire... Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out and say it!
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat. Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. His arrival might well be your very last chance to fix this. The present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated well past the point where you could hope to control it. If this deadlock this is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an explanation and take responsibility for the situation.
Жестко. Тоже его на место поставила. Ибо нефиг. Сейчас, секунду.
Understood, my lady. I shall discuss with the others right away.
Здрасте. Можно побить этого мужика? Не знаю, может быть, потом можно будет. Я с этой...
I was so nervous. But I thought Things are now so critical.
Очень авторитетно, да.
Well, let's wait and see what happens.
We had a serious discussion and reflected on our mistakes. In all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. Everyone is I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Conjo Commission another chance. I suppose you're right. The only person who can change the Tenryo Commission's mind will be the yacht. We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly and beseech them to help Lady Hiragi. Might I ask you to join us?
Ничего не выйдет, так.
By the way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me.
Ой, если... Да. Был стойку стал. Залетел с двух ног. Так. Какой мужчина.
Yashiro Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryo Commission has now occupied... I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions.
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare.
Занят разглядыванием мечей.
I fear this leaves no time for small talk. So, please.
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to always support her. So, would it be at all possible for you to...
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath?
Блин, глаза красивые у него.
We'll take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference. We'll do everything we can to minimize the impact.
Master Matsura. But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and I may feel at this present moment. If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi, and if we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri-Commission's reputation. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become irritating if they don't know when to stop. And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it doesn't take a moment to...
Yes, I understand.
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you.
I understand. Thank you for your help.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a sizable mess to deal with back in the Kanjo Commission.
Okay, then please excuse me.
Все, снова на место этого старика.
Ah, yes, Lady Hiragi. I have something to tell you.
Oh? Oh. Sir Kamisato, you became a completely different person just now.
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. I did as I should.
Понял.
But now, I'd like to take off my commitment.
Oh, please.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago, and restore our reputation. The work took a toll on his health, and ultimately led to his... My mother loved him dearly. She passed soon after. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Ash. Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burdens, hindering the ambitions of It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that is the truth.
Huh. Pretty similar to how the
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, and I also had a young sister. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. No one can ever be allowed to trample over my precious family. Fortunately, I persisted, and the Kamisato clan was able to survive this.
I think I now know where my sense of loss and Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me, in a way that no one else did. That's why he couldn't bear to see me live I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married. But the fact is...
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because he's prepared for anything.
That's it. The situation when his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade and challenged the almighty Shogun. It is time for me to make a stand.
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, your father will be able to let go and allow you to decide how you want to live the rest. It might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth is...
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. This puts less pressure on Kamaji, and means I can support and protect myself without having to worry about becoming a burden or dependent on
Не
someone
выдержал
else.
конкуренцию на 50+, и я не вижу, что там. И пошел играть в китайскую мобилку. Да, но я играю на ПК.
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt.
Я что, зря игровой ноутбук
When
покупал?
the time comes for the wedding to go ahead, I will come to congratulate you once more.
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for everything you have shared with me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal with, but...
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm confident that on your...
Yes. In fact, my recent experience...
She really has the air of a leader now. Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was no way out until...
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess. Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted, and sloppy in his execution. This outcome is entirely within my expectation.
Потратил $50, чтобы играть в гачу. Мой ноут дороже стоит, чем $50.
Even so, Paimon could never come up with a plan that cunning in a whole lifetime.
Давай я тебе скажу, сколько он стоит в долларах. $1200, если так говорить. Ну, что-то около.
Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that Chisato has decided to set the Hiragi clan straight.
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. Well, the fact is, perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, nothing matters more than the stability of Inazuma. A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only then can the Kamisato... But human desire will always be a factor in the equation. This is all I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not the only form of stability. A balance of power leaving no room for maneuver. Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. I think I did her a sizable favor in that regard. Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and unfamiliar one.
There were so many things that. Wait a second! You were.
I thought straight away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, everything I said to Hiragi Chisato was entirely sincere. If you choose to give up your stance on something once, you'll be having to compromise for the rest of your life. I didn't want to see her suffer.
У него волосы прикольные. У него все прикольное. Типа, это мужчина вашей мечты. Что значит волосы прикольные? Он весь прикольный. У него и глаза красивые, и прическа, и голос, и характер.
Now, she has the chance to become her own person. Let's see.
Okay then. Guess we'll have to wait and.
All right.
Такие полурадужные переходы. Да-да-да. Вот это вот, я вижу эту полосочку.
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one. I somehow ended up in the glass area.
Единственное, о чем я жалею, это то молоко. Тебе не понравилось?
I distinctly remember you saying you are quite partial to exotic flavor.
Oh,
that's водяное.
My lord.
The traveler had one of those as well.
Он пиздит, он же пиздит, я пил с Данго.
I'm sure he's made a great impression on you.
The traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had he and his companion not been present. It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people while discreetly performing.
Naturally. Ah, yes.
Как мы давно
Now that we're both free,
несколько дней назад.
finish off that game of chess we started a few days ago.
Шахматная партия, которая началась несколько дней назад. Нормально так, да? А что, тут катсцены не будет? А, реально? Без катсцены даже? Обалдеть. Это все? Это конец? Одного примагемчика не хватает до 27-й крутки. Окей, погодите, а там нету еще задания с Аята? А, нету, ничего себе. А я думал, будет в конце какой-то этот мувик. Ладненько. Блин, как же их много? Это сколько? Раз, два, три, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Я когда... я раньше проходил, когда сюжетку Инадзумы, когда еще Сумеру не было. Я закрыл всю сюжетку и все задания легенд. И мне стало просто скучно играть, то есть... Я не знал, что мне еще делать. Вот. Поэтому я забросил игру потом. Вот. А сейчас тут новые сюжеты, новые задания легенд. Но я сейчас хочу пройти задания легенд, вот эти вот все. Ну, за исключением последнего. И потом уже начинать сюжетку Фонтейна. Просто там, скорее всего, сюжетка Фонтейна сейчас где-нибудь застрянет, потому что не весь регион открыт. Так, ладно. Что у нас там? У Кадзухи крутой момент. У нас Елань сейчас. Призрачная орхидея. Погнали искать эту призрачную орхидею. Феник. Вот. Ух, так. Сейчас все там. Там душно. Где именно там душно?
Where I'm from, if we didn't keep moving, we'd freeze to death. Literally.
Сейчас мне надо ответ узнать. Так. А что по поводу талантов вот этого? Завтра. Завтра, в пятницу и воскресенье. Юридические проблемы, вот эти дела. Это у Елани, да? Ох, не люблю это, да. Есть моментик. Вот завтра надо будет эту фигню пофармить и добить. У меня на ней вон дополнительно 1600 защиты, а всего 2600 защиты. Раз так. Вот эти, да. А у меня нету случая, чтобы на это исправить, на алхимии. Я сейчас просто не знаю, может быть, я не буду начинать новое задание сейчас. Точнее, сейчас так. А пока посмотрим. Нету, да? Это о чем? О процветании. Ну да, нету просто. Карты? Какие карты? Имеешь в виду этот священный призыв семерых? Я сейчас хочу сбегать, просто увидеть любой сундук, его открыть и жестко залутать гвинт. Да-да-да. Так. Ну или задание можно, кстати. Это гидрокул, да? Сюда его давай. Так, вот здесь какое-то задание. Погнали. 60 частиц. Я ж не управляю этой фигней, да? Ауч. Вот здесь. В смысле? Допустим. Ой, какая крутая гора. Сюда эту 27-ю крутку. Так. Можно от меня слизни отстануть? О, красивый кадр. Так, в общем... Хочу этот экран паузы, боже, он имба. Он слишком красивый. Сейчас я заканчиваю стрим, вот. И там через некоторое время будет стрим от Насти, вот. Так что это очень важное событие, вот. Так что я не могу сейчас продолжать стримить. Ок, пока. Ну и потом будет пинг, как бы, на тот стрим. А пока что перерывчик. Вот. Вообще я ожидал, что будет побольше народу, там вроде писали, ну, я когда пинговал роль Геншина, там люди писали, что, ну, было бы интересно зайти, вот это вот все, но хз, люди не зашли. Ну ладно. Ну, и так неплохо. В общем, на этом закончу.